There are billions of people in the world and only a small fraction of billionaires. These are the people who have built phenomenally successful companies and fundamentally changed the world. What is their secret to achieve such impressive results? What are their belief systems? What gives them the energy to achieve ambitious goals? How did they get to where they are today? And how can we follow the same path? To answer these questions, I spent 5 years conducting face-to-face interviews with 21 self-made billionaires, documented in my new book, The $1 Billion Secret. The billionaires I spoke to are unique in their own way. Everyone has their own area of expertise, their individual quirks, and come from all over the world. Despite their differences, almost all share a common set of 6 habits. These habits are not derived from DNA. Anyone can adopt them and use them to achieve immense success and wealth. Point 1. Rise early. Every billionaire I've spoken to has told me that getting up early is a big part of their success. Most say the wake-up call is around 5:30 a.m. The first few hours, when the sun is just rising, exude a special primal energy. You have more time to think in peace, work in peace, and prepare yourself mentally. There's also something wonderful about knowing that you have the upper hand while others are still asleep. Manny Stull, CEO of Moose Toys, says getting up early has changed his life. At first there was a fight, but after about 2 weeks I woke up without an alarm clock. He tells me, I've never broken that habit. No matter what time I go to bed, I always get up early and exercise for an hour. That doesn't guarantee success. There are very few billionaires who only need 3 or 4 hours of sleep, but most do best with 7 to 8 hours of rest. Those who need more sleep go to bed earlier. Point 2. Take care of your health. Without good health, life can be miserable, and no amount of success or money will improve the situation. Whether they're in their 40s or 80s, the billionaires I spoke to maintain their health through regular physical activity. Brazilian entrepreneur Lirio Parasato says he works out on the treadmill 3 times a week. My average calorie burn during exercise is 1,000. She tells me, I'll do it as soon as possible. Traveling is more difficult, but I always make up for lost days when I come back. It was interesting to note that many billionaires incorporate their favorite sports into their exercise regimen. They claim that sport teaches you how to win and lose, which is essential in business and life. As Magna International founder Frank Stronach once told me, sport teaches you character, competition, and how to straighten. Sport isn't the only element of a healthy life for billionaires. Many practice meditation or follow a nutritious diet. Of the 21 billionaires I interviewed, only 1 was a smoker. The rest are ex-smokers who have finally quit the unhealthy habit or have never smoked before. 3. You're reading. Warren Buffett, a voracious reader, will be the first to tell you that reading is the most valuable source of knowledge. The Berkshire Hathaway CEO reads up to 500 pages a day. When I asked Cho Tak Wong, president of the Fayao Group, what was the best advice he would give to the world, he replied, I would tell young people to read. Read books on how to do it right. Read books on how to be a good person. If you have the stereotypical image of a billionaire reading the business pages of national newspapers, you're right. Some of them do just that. Many prefer The Economist, Financial Times, Fortune, or The Wall Street Journal. Others choose biographies of famous business leaders or books on finance, economics, science, history, or technology. They also learn many novels and self-help books. It helps to develop a systematic approach to reading. Having a list of titles prioritized based on your interests or recommendations from mentors, anything that adds value to your life. If you want to go further, mark passages of interest and jot down notes, thoughts, and ideas. Point 4. You think billionaires like to take time for themselves to think. They can do this through meditation or another relaxing activity that they enjoy. Kim Byung-soo, one of South Korea's most successful internet entrepreneurs, uses his mornings to think. "I have time to think while I'm showering or walking," she says. "It's my most important habit. During this time I was able to organize my thoughts, clarify certain things and develop new ideas." Media mogul Oprah Winfrey is a firm believer in meditation. In 2017, he partnered with Deepak Chopra to launch a 21-day digital audio meditation series. Each recording includes a mantra and questions to encourage independent thinking. 5. Commit to a routine. Routines and rituals are habits that, when practiced consistently, produce profound, long-term results. Most billionaires' routines start early in the morning. Some have simpler routines, others more complex ones, but as I mentioned before, typical elements of a billionaire's morning routine include waking up early, exercising, reading, and thinking. BM Su says he sleeps around 11:30 p.m. and wakes up between 5 and 6 in the morning. As soon as he gets up, he puts his hat on, takes his headphones and goes for a walk. "When I get home, I take a shower. Then I go into the living room, where there are a lot of books, and choose the one that catches my eye," she says. After 30 minutes, it doesn't matter when you go about your routine activities. What matters is that you commit to it even if you don't feel like it. 6. They discipline. The billionaires I've interviewed are some of the most disciplined people I've ever met. They place exceptionally high demands on themselves and the people around them. In sports, for example, you can't achieve great results if you don't have enough discipline to train regularly. The same applies to his life and career. Limit the distractions and temptations that impede your progress. Appear. Be excited to expand your skills. Of course, billionaires are by no means superhuman. Like the rest of us, they have days when they feel lazy and unmotivated. The difference, however, is that they are fully aware and do not allow themselves to slack off. They strengthen themselves through their struggles. Limit the distractions and temptations that impede your progress. Appear. Be excited to expand your skills.